Bedelia Makes a Splash by Herman Paris, Book 11. Bedelia woke with a start. The bus had stopped. She looked out the window. They were surrounded by huge pine trees, and the sky above was a deep blue. "There was no catnaps," said Alice, putting on her backpack. "You slept for like 4 hours." "Sorry," said Bedelia. She looked around the bus. All the girls were gathering up their things. "I'm sorry, I'm so boring," said Alice. "You're not at all," Bedelia yawned. "Boring." Alice rolled her eyes and handed Bedelia her backpack. "Do you know that you talk in your sleep?" she asked. "Who's friendly?" "My dog," said Bedelia. "She's the sweetest and I miss her so much." "I love dogs," Alice agreed. Bedelia followed Alice off to the bus. The first thing she noticed was a giant trash can. It was a metal drum-like can without a top. Someone had painted great big daisies all over it. Next to the trash can was a huge painted mouth to camp, showing all the buildings and geographic features such as a hill, a lake, and the woods. The cabin were arranged in a cluster. On X marked the spot where they stood. "Bedelia, you're here," said Alice, tapping the axe. "Do remind me," said Bedelia. She looked at her feet, expecting to see a giant axe under her red and green sneakers. "That big place on the hill must be the dining hall," said Alice, pointing to a large building on the map. "We eat in the hallways?" asked Bedelia, standing up. I think it's just a giant room with a table and a kitchen," said Alice. "My man said the food here isn't half bad." "So it's just half good?" asked Bedelia. Alice shrugged. "That's just optimistic." Next to Mac's map was signpost, an old sign with various places, archery and pottery and waterfront and laundry and showers were on the arrows pointing in different directions. Front and center stood a tall, thin pole painted white with a flag snapping the breeze in the top. The places were beginning to make sense to Bedelia. She twirled around and around like a ballerina, taking it all in. But now Bedelia was getting dizzy. She staggered back and tripped. Just before she hit the ground, a pair of strong hands caught her. "Wow there," said a young woman, holding her up. "Nice catch," said Alice. "Thanks," said Bedelia. She was looking at the young woman upside down, but she could tell she was nice. "Upsy daisy," said the woman, lifting Bedelia to her feet. "Here there," the young woman said. "My name is Peggy." Bedelia read the name embroidered on the young woman's shirt. "Thanks, Peggy. Did you borrow that shirt from the merchant?" she asked. "Peggy is shirt for merchant," said Peggy, smiling. "Who are you?" "Bedelia. My name isn't shirt for anything." Peggy took a clipboard from under her arms and scanned a list of names. "Uh-huh, here you are," she said. "Bedelia Amelia." "Nope, that's backward," said Bedelia. "Amelia comes first, then Bedelia." "My list alphabetical," said Peggy. "And the alphabet A comes before B," said Bedelia. "Right," said Peggy. "Put on my list. Last name comes first." So far, Camp Wood was a roller coaster. She had only been here for 5 minutes and she was already feeling completely confused. How was she going to last for 28 days? Alice looked over Peggy's shoulder and pointed at her own name. "Here I am," she said. "Hi, Alice," said Peggy. "There are 5 of you who had never been to camp." "echoed Wood before. "We said it would be a good idea to put all your newbies in the same camp with your Aunt Consuela." "That's me," Peggy smiled. "Let's grab your bags and get you settled. The others are already here. Follow me." Peggy now toward the large house facing the lake. that when Mrs. Evan lived, she said, this is her camp. Just then the south she had been summoned by the mention of her name. A lady with a working stick appeared on the porch and called out, Padgy, who do we have here? Padgy steered Bedelia and Alice over to the porch and introduced them. Bedelia saw that Mrs. Evan looked older than a fossil, but her voice was clear and strong. Bedelia, said Mrs. Evan, sound familiar. My mother went here when she was a girl, said Bedelia. Oh, yes, I remember, said Mrs. Evan, and she called me to see you if you could join us this summer. Did you drive you here? She sure did, said Bedelia. I didn't want to come. This was all her idea. Mrs. Evan frowned and thumped her stick on the porch. Thump, thump. Actually, Bedelia and Alice came by bus, said Padgy quickly. Well, that's neither here nor there, said Mrs. Evan. Then where it is? Asked Bedelia. Where's what? Asked Mrs. Evan. Where's that? Said Bedelia. Is that not there, then where it is? Is it here like on a big map? Mrs. Evan looked at Padgy, who smiled and shrugged. I'm just happy that both got here, Padgy said, and that's that. I'll be happy to see you in uniform, Bedelia, said Mrs. Evan. I'm taking them to their cabin, said Padgy. Bedelia will change and we'll be back for your greeting to the camper. Let's go, guys. Follow me. Goodbye.